Welcome everyone to Throwback Gaming's Let's Play of Murder Most Misfortunate. I already played the demo, and I skipped ahead to the part where after we discovered the body, so you're going to want to watch that before watching this so you can have an idea of who everybody is and what's going on. Basically, we just found the host dead, and we're about to go and investigate. And as you can see up in the corner, there's a timer right here. We have this much time to investigate before the police show up, and we have to prove our case on who we think the killer is. So, let us jump in, shall we? Alright. I found the rest of the ladies. Now, Klops, what is all this about?
Is that a body? Here? Oh, positively horrid.
Everyone, shield your eyes! This is not a sight for fair sensibilities.
The other guests stood in the doorway opposite myself and Klops. My eyes fell on our oh-so-sensitive ingenue, Cherise. If ever there was a time to faint for real, this was it. But she didn't. She just stared into the room, her eyes wide, glassy, and unblinking.
Okay, I'll give you a quick recap. So, Prince Identico was the one who was murdered. He was dating Cherise. Cherise's best friend is Leah, who doesn't like rich people. Contessa is a rich widow who her husband used to play cards with him. Horatio was Titanico's advisor of sorts, and Klops was his valet, which is kind of like the butler. So yeah. And we are Misfortune, and she met him at an art auction once. So yeah. Hello?
Somebody needs to call the police.
Good idea.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
It'll take them a while. We're ways out of the city.
We shouldn't touch anything. Let's all go back to the dining room and wait for the police to arrive.
No.
What?
We can't just sit and wait. We need to investigate. We need to see the truth with our own eyes.
Makes sense. She was his girlfriend. She wants to make sure that the correct solution is provided, because every one of them has an ending, but only one of them is the real killer. So we need to find out who the true killer is amongst everyone else.
I'm with you on that, Sherry.
Well, if our precocious little darlings are going to be poking about, I'm certainly not going to be left out.
Nope. We gotta investigate.
If you insist, then.
My dears, please do be very careful.
We won't disturb anything, Contessa. I promise.
That is not what I meant. It could be that whoever did this has not gone far.
Oh, they haven't. One of you in this room is a killer.
Surely it was just some villain who has since fled the scene.
Yeah, that's not how it usually works.
I'll keep an eye out, sir. Only wander far.
An eye out since he only has one eye. That's funny.
Perhaps it would have been more comforting to believe the culprit was some stranger, a shadow in the night that was now long gone. But it just wouldn't have fit the evening's theme, now would it?
Nope.
I had a hunch that there was something more afoot in the old manor that night, and I certainly wasn't going to trust anyone else to properly figure it out.
Nope. It's our job. The police will arrive when the time at the top reaches 0. So we have to figure out who did it before then. Alrighty, we're in the dining room. Nice.
No, what a tragedy. What a cruel twist of fate. And to think, tonight was meant to be an evening of joy and making merry.
I'm not exactly sure that joy is the word I'd pick for an evening in this house. But I'll admit, I was never expecting anything like this.
True.
That was such a monstrous sight. Do you think Miss Leah and Miss Charisse will be alright?
All right. They looked healthy enough to me.
That's not what he meant.
No, I mean, do you think they'll be distraught? You, if you don't mind me saying, are a woman of the world, Misfortune. But they are so young, so pure, like a newly bloomed flower that has only seen sunlight, never knowing that there is also night and all the horrors that it hides.
He's such a romantic.
A rose, by any other name, can still prick you quite nastily if you don't know what you're doing.
Like you. Oh yeah.
I beg your pardon?
Her story is that she's had 9 husbands that have passed.
Never mind, my dear Horatio.
Alright, let's ask about the prince.
Horatio, how long have you known our dear departed host?
I have, well, had been his closest friend and confidant for many years.
Oh yes, the grand magus of his court, didn't you say?
Ooh, fancy title.
I did, but alas, though I can conjure a parlor trick or two, I could do little to foresee this unseemly doom.
Indeed, unseemly, just the word I would have used. Presumably you would know then if the prince had any enemies.
Of course.
A man like the prince always does, but none of them are here.
Well, obviously that's not true. Someone killed him.
I would say the evidence suggests the contrary.
Surely you don't mean to suggest that it was one of us. After all, didn't you say that all your husbands just died from bad luck? Perhaps it was that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't die from bad luck. Someone killed him.
Yes, quite. Bad luck.
And then again, whoever he invited there tonight was the bad luck. Very bad luck. Alright, let's ask about where he was during the murder.
Where were you when this absolutely dreadful business happened?
I imagine I must have still been in the basement, or very close to it. I'd only just got the lights back on, and I was coming up the stairwell when Klops found me.
Alright, so we need to go to the basement and check it out next. And we also need to find Klops and ask him about what he said about this statement.
Was he the one to discover the body then?
I believe so. He asked me to help find all the guests, which leads me to cleverly deduce that I was the first one he encountered after the gruesome discovery.
Alright, we need to find out if he was the first person that Klops found, and we need to find out if Klops is the one who discovered the body.
Clever indeed. Nothing gets past you, does it, dear?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But where were you, Misfortune?
I was in the king bedroom.
Hello.
Yeah?
As it happens, yes. I've always been the sort to need a little bit of me time every so often.
So much that all 9 of her husbands died.
But you could have been in danger.
Oh, horrors, you're right. If only I was clairvoyant, I might even have been worried at the time, too.
She's so sarcastic. Excuse me.
Never fear. You're safe with me now.
Not if you're the killer.
Yes, I'm sure I am.
Then again, that'd be the same about any of them, because we don't know who did it yet. Alright, let's ask about the announcement.
Prince Titanico mentioned an announcement that he wished to make this evening
Oh yeah,
Do you know what that
that's
is
probably
about?
what his motive, who killed him, what their motive was, is about this announcement he was going to make.
Yes. Or at least, I think so.
You think so? What do you mean?
You mean you're not sure?
You must understand, the prince was a man with a flair for the dramatic. He rather liked his secrets, and hence his surprises.
Oh.
That I don't doubt. In fact, I wouldn't put it past him to have staged his own death, just to leave us all in suspense.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. I don't think he faked anything.
My dear friend did have rather unusual tastes, but I fear in this case it was not part of the plan.
I see. So, are you going to tell me then?
Well, Horatio, are you going to tell us
About what?
about the announcement?
About the announcement, of course.
No, I think not.
Why not? Are you trying to hide something?
Huh?
As I said, he liked his secrets. Telling you now, it just wouldn't be what he'd want.
Are you sure it's not what you want or what he wants?
Well, if you do so insist on being obstinate, I suppose I will have to make do on my own.
A true magician never reveals his secrets, Misfortune, nor those of his friends.
Sure.
I do believe it's about time I took a bit of a stroll.
Do be careful, Misfortune, and please, if you have need of my talents.
Worry not, my dear. If the lights happen to go out again, I'll know just who to call.
Dang, she just burnt him. Misfortune is throwing shade. You may now examine your inventory. Nice. Let's look at our inventory. Alright, what do we got in the inventory? We got...
Goodness, the evening must be wearing on me more than I thought. Even my purse seems...
No, it's her purse. Okay.
A knife? In my bag? It's even flecked with blood.
That's not good. It's probably the murder weapon. Knife out of his inventory.
And what's this? A ring? It looks decidedly pricey, but it's not one of mine. How did it get here?
Well, that looks like the motive. Looks like the guy was going to propose to Charisse, maybe.
For just a moment, I was confused. But then the gruesome sight of Titanico's body flooded my thoughts, and the truth hit me. I was being set up.
Yep.
Almost certainly, what I held in my hands was the knife that had stabbed the prince.
Someone stabbed him with that knife, and then they put the ring in there to frame you.
I don't know how it got in my purse, but whoever put it there had made a mistake. Because if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that anyone who tries to frame me for murder is going to regret it.
Oh no, hell no, no fear, like a woman scorned. Alright, let's go back to the dining hall real quick. Let's ask him about the ring. But first, let's examine the room.
At first, I was inclined to laugh at the giant, oddly proportioned statue that was the dining room centerpiece. But as I drew closer, I couldn't help but feel a bit intimidated by the way it loomed over me. Then again, I could say the exact same things about that gruesome one-eyed manservant Klops. Who'd have ever thought he would have so much in common with a work of art?
Dang, she's just throwing shade everywhere.
The family crest of the Lees still adorns some of the flags and banners that hung from the walls in the dining room. I suppose it wasn't a bad crest, really.
It's a weird picture, though.
A little overly dramatic with all the spikiness, perhaps. But then, they weren't exactly a family that had cultivated a particularly cuddly image.
Yeah, if you watch the first video, they talk about how the family had a dark history and whatnot.
I doubt anyone would notice if I took it with me.
Oh, candle. Nice. Okay, what do we... Okay, the table.
A table stretched down either side of the room for what seemed like forever. At one end were the remnants of our refreshments from earlier. But I think I'll leave them alone for now.
I think I'll leave him alone for now. Oh, okay.
I mean, it didn't look like poison had anything to do with the prince's death. But one can never be too careful.
Interesting. Alright. Anything else? Flag. We already looked at the flags. Alright, we're done. Let's go talk to Dude again. Talk to Horatio. So that's... Well... We already asked about it. Nothing... Looks like we can't ask him about it right now. Alright, we'll wait. Maybe someone else can tell us about the ring. If you get important information, it will be useful to go back and talk to characters you previously talked to. We just went to him and he didn't say anything. Whatever. We'll try again later. Alright, let's go to the breaker room. See what it looks like down here. Okay, we're in the breaker room. Ooh, looks fun.
I should be able to find this switch. There. With only a little effort, I found my way down to the basement of the old house. Although our little adventure with the lighting seemed natural at the time, given the condition of the house, the prince's murder had colored all of the evening's happenings with more sinister shade.
True. I wonder if someone could have rigged the system to go off on purpose.
Perhaps examining the house's electrical panel for myself would shed some light on the mystery.
Alright, let's examine the room. Anything interesting? What do we got here? Here's the electrical panel.
Must be the breaker panel. Let's take a closer look, shall we? I don't know much about this sort of thing, but it looks to me that all the switches are on, except for one. Well, fun as it would be to make the little girl faint again, I probably shouldn't touch them now.
Really? They all look turned on to me, or I don't know. I don't know how she could assume that they're all turned on. Anyways. What's this deal? Oh. Yeah, here we go.
What have we here? It's an electrical timer. I once used one of these in the school breaker room to shut off the lights during my high school exams.
I can believe it.
You can use it to flip a breaker switch at a predetermined time. The question is, just what is it doing there? I'm starting to think our little blackout earlier might have been no accident after all.
Yeah. And since Horatio came down here, it seems like he might know something about this timer. That's suspicious. Anything else? We already looked at the wiring. Nope, okay. Let's see if there's anything else in the room. Anything else? Anything at all? What about over here? Nope, okay. Let's leave. Let's go back and talk to Horatio real quick in the dining hall. Oh, here we go. We unlocked something.
Horatio, my dear, I'm so sorry, but I'm afraid you've got some explaining to do.
Yes, she does.
Now, Misfortunate, I already told you, a magician.
Yes, never reveals his secrets and all that. Why don't we just skip to the part where you tell me what this is all about?
Let's ask him about the timer.
Where did you find that?
In the breaker room where you left it. You fake.
In the breaker room, darling. Right where you left it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's the part where you start talking then.
Well, you're right. I put it there. It was Titanico's idea. He thought the whole blackout business would add some drama to the evening.
Well, it certainly did. Much more drama than he expected.
An excuse to startle us. Especially poor little Miss Therese. So there was nothing wrong with the wiring then?
Nothing at all. That's why he had to make sure to send me to deal with it.
So, you were the only other one who knew about this little special effect then?
Isn't that convenient?
Yes, I do believe so. I did say that the prince often took me into his confidence, didn't I?
Does that make you more suspicious since you're the only one who knew that the lights were going to go out at a certain time?
Yes, several times, I think.
Well, you won't tell anyone else, will you? As you can see, it had nothing to do with the murder.
On the contrary, if you knew when the lights were going out, that'd give you a perfect way to plan when to attack him.
It does seem that way, I suppose. At least, for now.
Let's see if we can ask about the announcement again real quick.
Prince Titanico mentioned...
Yeah.
You mean you're not sure?
You must understand, the prince...
That I don't doubt.
My dear friend did...
I see.
So, about what?
About the...
No.
Huh?
As I said, he wanted to see...
Well,
A true magician.
Alright, well, we can't ask him about that, apparently. Alright, let's leave. Let's try to find someone else to question. Let's go to the main hall and check out where the body's at.
as best I knew, our mysterious murder had happened here, in the hall. At the very least, I thought the body warranted a closer look. Luckily for me, I was no stranger to corpses. Funerals for 9 different husbands will do that for me.
That's so suspicious. People had to think you were killing them.
13, 14, 15.
Wonder why she's counting.
It seems I'm not alone here. But what is the poor girl doing? She's just pacing back and forth and muttering to herself. Have the evening's events already broken her fragile little mind?
I don't think so. Let's talk to Cherise.
My dear little Miss Cherise, what in the world are you doing?
I'm counting.
So good to see they still teach that in grade school these days. How marvelous.
So sarcastic.
I think the timing seems off. I need to check again.
Huh. Timing seems off for what?
On second thought, maybe they don't teach it so well after all.
The timing?
I almost think I'll regret asking. But darling, what timing is off?
It's Mr. Klotz, the butler.
Oh, you think the butler did it?
Valet.
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, what about him then?
I saw him go into this room when the lights were out.
I see. Is that when he found the body, do you think?
I think so. He came running out looking for Mr. Horatio. I don't think he saw me.
Alright, well, it seems like Klomps did find Horatio first.
Oh, well, you can't blame the poor man for that. He only sees half as much as the rest of us.
Burn.
But just what does that have to do with all your pacing and counting?
I think he was in here too long.
I beg your pardon. Too long?
I've been timing how long it takes to walk from the door to the body. It doesn't add up. I'm sure he was in here longer. Maybe an extra 20 seconds.
Good job, Cherise. So the butler was in the room with the body longer than he should have been. Did he kill Titanico? Or what else? And if not, what could he have been doing?
Well, aren't you a delightfully clever little criminal? Maybe you should have been a detective rather than a fabulously wealthy industrial heiress.
Good point.
Oh, it's nothing really. It's just, well, it's not my first time being around a murder case. That's all. I guess that helps a little.
Interesting. Why were you in a murder case in the first place, before this one? Another murder?
I'm sorry, my dear, but did you say this isn't your first murder?
Yes. I mean, no. It wasn't my murder. But I was there when it happened.
Obviously, it wasn't your murder. You're still alive.
My. I never would have imagined. It must make for an absolutely thrilling story, I'm sure.
Please, you must forgive me, but I really don't want to talk about it.
I don't blame her. But then again, if she did do it, that would incriminate her.
Of course. How rude of me to pry. I'm sure the experience must have been just ghastly for you. But, oh my, you don't suppose it could have something to do with our current predicament, do you?
No. No, I don't think so. It was a long way away. And the killer was stopped. And besides, except for Leah and I, nobody here was involved.
Unless Leah did it, but she said the killer went away. We could check that out if we had to.
Well, that's a relief. It would be just awful if there was a serial killer following you around, or something like that. It must just be coincidence, then, that people keep dropping dead wherever you go.
Okay, first of all, you have 9 dead husbands, so you can't even tell her that. I think you got her beat in the dead people department.
I suppose that it must be.
Alright, let's ask about her and the prince.
In any case, it's a good thing I found you, my dear. I had a feeling you just might be in need of my expertise.
What would that be?
Your expertise?
Oh, yes, dear. I've buried 9 husbands after all. I've got this morning business down packed, if I do say so myself.
I bet. You mourn while you spend their money.
Forgive me, I didn't know. I'm so sorry to hear it. That's just so much bad luck for one lifetime.
One gets used to it. And it's not all bad news. My last husband, the Duke, left me this marvelous country estate that is absolutely to die for.
Bad choice of words.
Silly me. Here I am going on and on about myself. You must be so terribly distraught about all of this.
The prince and I, well, we hadn't been seeing each other for very long. Still, it's such a horrible crime. That's why I can't rest until I know the truth behind it.
Very true.
He did seem rather smitten with you, I must say.
Well, he just liked to exaggerate, I'm sure. He had rather his own unique way with words.
She doesn't think she's worthy or something.
Unique is one way to put it. You don't suppose that in his grandiose infatuation, he wrote you into his will, did he?
That would be motive for murder.
Oh, I can't imagine that he would have. He never said so anyway.
But if he was going to propose, he could have very well done so.
Pity. That's usually the first thing I ask for. Ah, well. Live and learn, my dear.
Okay, that makes you look even more suspicious. First date. Oh, I want you to write me into your will in case anything happens to you. Wink, wink. Alright, let's examine the room now. Let's examine the body.
I decided it was time to take a closer look at the body. Corpses are always a bit distasteful, to be sure, but I'd seen enough rich old lords killed in unfortunate hunting accidents that I was rather used to it.
Yeah, accidents. Alright. Let's check out the stat plan.
The prince's most obvious injury was the wound on his back. Judging from where the clothes had been pierced, it had almost certainly been made by a knife.
The one we found.
The wound itself was deep and vicious, clearly the work of no ordinary butter knife. The blood had soaked through the back of the prince's evening wear, but given the nastiness of the wound itself, there wasn't as much of it as I might have expected.
Maybe he wasn't killed with a knife. Maybe that was just to take suspicions away from something else.
The prince was face down on the floor, and there was an odd angle to his right leg.
I know it looks weird.
So odd, in fact, that I wager a platinum necklace or two that it was broken in at least one spot.
I'm so confident I will wager 2 platinum necklaces.
Could simply collapsing on the spot from a stab wound cause a break like that? I seriously doubt it.
Yeah, it looks like someone broke his leg. That's weird, though. Anything else? What do we got here?
Something odd about the prince's right hand. I knelt down to get as close a look as I could without touching it. The palm and inside of the fingers had been burnt and blackened.
Like he had been burnt or something.
I checked the left hand as well, just to be sure, but it seemed undamaged.
That's weird. Maybe that's how he actually died. He was burnt or something. But how it was just his one hand? That's weird.
Was it only coincidence that the trail of candles in the center of the main hall seemed to lead straight to the body of the prince? Or had our mysterious killer intentionally used them to frame their handiwork out of some sense of macabre artistry?
Quite possible.
Well, tragic as it might be to despoil a work of art, it occurred to me that a candle might come in handy for searching the dark old house. Since with all the commotion of finding the body, I must have misplaced the one I had earlier.
Well, we already have a candle, so guess it doesn't matter.
The house must have been abandoned for quite some time indeed. For on one side of the hall, part of the wall itself had collapsed, and nature was slowly but surely spilling into the house and reclaiming its territory.
That's no good.
Let's hope that the place would hold up long enough for us to wrap up our little party at the very least.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Although I think having a murderer on the loose is more important than the house collapsing. I mean, I don't think the house is going to collapse. Oh yeah, he made a phone call, didn't he? What do we got here?
What have we here?
That's funny.
There's an extra wire clipped to the back of the phone. I'm quite certain this sort of phone doesn't normally need more than one wire. Let's just leave it alone for now, shall we?
That's suspicious. Evidence of tampering. Anything on the notepad? Anything over here? What about the phone itself?
The phone itself was heavy, metal, and certainly quite old-fashioned. Normally, that's the sort of style I prefer. But right now, a call history of some kind would have come in rather handy.
I bet.
But why is the receiver dangling like that? Did this table get bumped at some point?
Well, his hand was burnt. There's an extra cord connected to it, and the table looks like it was hit. I think maybe he got electrocuted when he picked up the phone because of the extra wire, which caused him to tip over this ledge here, or maybe over here or whatever, and fall, which caused him to break his leg. Seems like the case. And then he was stabbed afterwards to make it look like that's what killed him. Nice. Do you have anything else to say? No? Okay, let's leave now. Okay, we have the manor grounds, the king bedroom, the queen bedroom, and the smoking room. Let's go to the manor grounds real quick.
When I first arrived at the Manor House, I thought it might rain that evening. And in light of recent events, I half expected a flash of lightning to provide an atmospheric backdrop to the stage of our little drama, complete with the clap of thunder as the applause.
So dramatic, but it seems fitting for the night.
But the night air hung cold and still, and the only sound was the rustling of weeds and brush that clawed against the foundations of the building.
Sounds wonderful.
Wait, rustling? But there isn't any wind. Who's that out there?
I wonder who it is. Maybe it's the killer?
It's just me, Misfortunate.
Of course, it's Klops.
I say, what in the world are you doing skulking about in the brush like that? Don't tell me they get you to do the groundskeeping around here too.
I don't know. He might have to do some. He is, like, kind of the butler.
Sometimes I do a bit of gardening. Yes. You know, when things get out of hand.
Why does that sound more implied than just gardening?
Gardening at a time like this?
When it's raining and there's a dead body inside, perfect timing.
Well, no, ma'am. Right now, I'm keeping an eye out for strangers, just to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, you do realize that the killer's probably someone inside the house, if it's not you.
What a relief. I do feel ever so much safer when a hulking man with an eye patch is lurking in the shadows right outside the house.
I know, right? That just makes you feel so comfort. Like, 10 out of 10. Alright, let's talk to Klops. Finding the body.
So, you were in quite the tizzy when you came running to find me earlier. Was it you who found the body?
And that's what we've been told by Charisse and Horatio.
Yes, ma'am. I found it in the hall, just like you saw.
Okay, so that's true.
And what were you doing before that?
Well, I left the boss, the prince, into the hall to take this phone call. Then I went to the pantry to get more candles for the dining room. I didn't know how long Horatio was going to be with the lights.
So, the prince was alone then when you left him in the hall?
Yes, ma'am. Without a doubt.
Which means that, well, okay, if he got electrocuted while he answered the phone, Horatio was in the basement with the panel. I wonder if when he turned the panel back on, that could have electrocuted him. But if that's the case, why would he get stabbed unless someone saw him on the ground and decided to take a moment to just kill him for some reason? Unless Horatio did it. I don't know.
Why then, it appears you may have been the last one to see the poor prince alive.
Sounds like it.
Wouldn't that actually have been the killer, ma'am?
Well, if you're not the killer, then you'd be correct.
I suppose so. But then, you did just say you were quite certain he was alone.
What do you mean by that? I'm just doing my job here.
He's like, why are you accusing me? I didn't do anything.
Oh yes, of course. I'm sure you're quite excellent at, well, whatever it is that valets do.
I mean, she's right. I'm not really sure either. I thought they were supposed to, like, open up your door and let you in inside the house or take your car or whatever. Alright, let's ask about the phone call.
That's right. In all this commotion, I'd almost forgotten the whole reason the prince left us was to take a phone call. Do you know who was calling?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Well, that's a little odd. They didn't give a name.
I asked, but they said the matter was confidential.
That's suspicious.
So you spoke to them then. Can you describe anything at all about the caller?
Yes, I took the call, and they asked for the prince right away. Which is a bit funny, now that you mention it. I didn't think very many people would have this number.
True, considering it's in the middle of nowhere and he just acquired the property. That is suspicious.
Anyway, pretty sure the caller was a woman. She was all crisp and businesslike, too. I'm afraid I can't tell you more than that.
I wonder who she is and why she was calling.
I suppose it would be too much to hope that this rotting old place would have call display.
Caller ID?
No, ma'am. It's a wonder most of the wiring around here even works at all.
Must be magic, I suppose.
Suppose. Alrighty, let's ask what he was doing.
My dear Klaus, please tell me you didn't really think there might still be a stranger lurking around here in the underbrush.
Well, maybe he was trying to get rid of evidence.
Well, ma'am, no one was watching the door when the prince was in the hall. Whoever did it could have run right out the front door.
True.
Why, indeed they could have. Not much gets by you, it seems. And yet, here you are, searching through the weeds at the base of the house. With the coast clear, would our furtive stranger not just have kept going?
I mean, is she wrong? If you ran in and killed the guy and snuck out, you wouldn't have just hid in the grass. You would have kept on running.
I'm sure he probably did. I'm just looking for footprints.
Uh-huh, sure you are.
Oh, footprints now. Ah, yes, of course. And have you found any?
No, ma'am.
More's the pity. It would have been so much nicer to believe the killer was no longer in the house. Especially with our resident bodyguard busy traipsing through the muck outside.
Great bodyguard, right?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm just the valet.
Of course you are.
Alright, let's ask about the prince.
Can you tell me anything about our late host? Perhaps about this grand announcement of his?
About the boss? I mean, the prince? Sorry, ma'am, but he wasn't the sort to confide in mere valet like myself.
I can believe that.
Come now. I know how it is with servants. You're bound to have seen or heard a thing or two about the house, whether your master knows it or not.
True.
Look, I take my duties seriously. I make it a point not to see things that I'm not supposed to see.
Yes, I suppose not seeing things would be rather a specialty of yours.
Dang.
Tell me, have you worked for the prince for a long time?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Many years now.
And you're only a valet? I feel like you're a bit scorned about that.
And you're still just a valet? Tisk tisk. Promotions must be hard to come by in that household.
Apparently. Alright, we're done with him. Let's examine the grounds real quick.
There were stories from the time of the Revolutionary War that when soldiers first stormed the grounds of the Lee Manor, ferocious spectral beasts appeared out of nowhere to tear apart the terrified trespassers. Of course, you can't believe everything you hear. But I found myself keeping a watchful eye on little statues in the courtyard, just to be sure.
That's hilarious. Whoops, no. Anything else? Let's go over here.
Kloss claimed he had already checked the ground around the house for footprints, but I thought it couldn't hurt to double check. Apparently, I thought wrong though, for as I stepped off the path into the brush, the weeds and thorns tore at my skirts and scratched my ankles. You know, I think I'll just take the one-eyed brute word for it after all.
Besides, I think if someone had left footprints, we could have noticed pretty easy with that kind of landscape. What do we got here?
A rundown shed sat in the corner of the yard. Gingerly, I tried the door, but the wood had swollen, and it seemed stuck in its frame. It was just as well, I suppose. Why would I want to go inside a moldy old shed anyway?
Besides, if it's all stuck and whatnot, it probably hasn't been opened in a long time. Anything else? Alright, so let's stop our examination. Leave. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Alright. So, I'm going to stop here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe to know when new videos come out. And I'll see you next time when we finish up this game and decide who we think the killer is. Until next time. Oh, yeah. Also, leave down in the comments below who you think the killer is at this moment. And then you can compare it to after you see more next time. Till then, peace out.